All right, everyone. I am back. I'm doing another vlog channel reading thing. I'm going to read Love Wager and then the Bromance Book Club. I never read romance before, so I asked my little sister to hook me up with some popular romance books, and this is what she recommended me. And so I'm going to read both of these books. The other one's in my house. I just wanted to go out to nature and read and enjoy it. But anyways, I'm going to read Love Wager first, and then the Bromance Book Club. And then I'm going to let you guys know my thoughts on each book and my final thoughts on both of them. So I'm actually pretty excited. I know usually romance novels are pretty short reads. Like this is barely 300 pages. So depending on how fast I read it, I might read it today and then start the next one tomorrow. Who knows? Anyways, let's get started. Alright, so I am 200 pages into this book, and I am liking it so far. I have, like I said, 200 pages into this. I have about 80 pages left, and I am really liking it. I like Haley and Jack a lot. The dynamic between the two of them is actually really interesting, and it makes it feel real. I know that sounds odd, because these are based off of, like, probably real characters in, like, normal days, like, our time, but, like, I feel like a lot of books miss the mark of making characters feel like they're real. So I am enjoying it. But they're at the part where Haley needs a boyfriend, or, well, a date for her sister's wedding. And so Jack volunteers to do it. And it makes me feel like it's high school stuff. Like, to me, I already know they're probably going to get together after this. Or Jack's going to confess to her what he did, which I don't know if it's a spoiler, so maybe I won't say it. I don't know yet. Maybe at the end of this video, well, this part, maybe at the end of finishing this book, maybe I will. Anyways, though, I am enjoying it, though. I really like the characters. Haley and Jack are really likable characters. I don't read romance a lot, because a lot of the romances are, like, kind of boring. It's always something where the girl or the guy falls in love with the opposite sex because something, and it's always something that's not very good. Feels organic. This feels more organic, and it's kind of relatable because of what's going on in the dating life nowadays. So to me, I'm like, this kind of makes sense. But so far, I'm actually really liking Love Wager. I think I'm going to give it probably a 4 out of 5 stars, most likely. But right now, this is a good book. There we go. This is a good book, though. I really am enjoying it. And let's see how it goes for the rest of the day. Alright, so I finished it. I finally finished it. And I really liked it. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I kind of figured I would. But the problem is, my biggest complaint about this is I feel like it's a trope. There's a lot of tropes in, like, fantasy, but in romance, I kind of figured this was a trope, but I didn't actually know. And the trope was just confessing their love in the rain, because it's so romantic. Like, at the end of the book, they confess their loves to one another, and I was like, cool, finally. But of course, it was in the rain, and I feel like the ending of it was kind of rushed. Like, I feel like she could have went a couple more pages, because after they found out the Love Wager and, like, they're fake dating, and Haley found out that John was fake dating with her, and he told this guy who she liked about their, like, Love Wager thing. Once Haley is revealed about the truth of why this guy named Alex quit talking to her because she ran into him in the airport, and he told her the truth. She felt like hurt, but she, like, was in love with Jack still, and Jax obviously was in love with her. And to me, the whole time I was thinking, like, if Jack just confessed what happened, they wouldn't have to deal with this problem. And that's what annoyed me the most, is, like, every time, like, I feel like this happens a lot, is just a lot of people, like, talk and talk and talk about, oh, they really care about each other, but they don't want to tell the other person because they're afraid that the other person's going to reject them. Yeah, rejection's like a huge problem in life. It really is. But sometimes you just gotta tell the person how you feel. Like, that's just how I understand how it works. Like, yeah, if you get rejected, hey, at least you did it. I would rather get rejected knowing, hey, at least I did it, than never knowing, you know? And of course, it worked out in the end for him eventually. But, like, to me, you could have saved a lot of time in this. But all in all, I really enjoyed this book. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. Like I said, all the characters were really relatable. Well, not relatable, but, like, they were fun. They felt real. Because I feel like a lot of times in romance novels, like I said in my last part of this video, not all characters feel real. And this one did. It felt real. And the humor was actually pretty good. I actually kind of liked some of the humor. Like TV for Tiny Bartender. I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, I just finished that one. And for the rest of this vlog, I'm going to be reading The Bromance Book Club. I don't know anything about it. My assumption is just a bunch of bros going to read books. That's my assumption. But we're going to see how this one is. This one's a little longer, but the print's actually, like, way bigger. So, yeah. But we're going to try and finish this. I got 3 days left before the weekend's over. So we're going to, well, before the week's over, I should say. So I'm going to try and read this, see how I like it, and go from there. And let's get started. All right, everyone. I started the Bromance Book Club yesterday. And I am currently 108 pages into it. I'm not going to lie. I actually enjoy it. It's about a guy named Gavin and his wife named Tia. That's how I was pronouncing it. Now, Gavin's a baseball player, and Tia is just a mom/wife. And when they first met, they had like a really exciting life. And you're learning that Gavin wasn't really there for her emotionally anymore. And so, let's just say there's been some things of why they're getting like a divorce now. And so Gavin is reading a romance novel to try and win her back. And so, because he has a group, the Bromance Book Club, which you're not supposed to talk about because it's a reference to Fight Club, which I thought was kind of cool. And it's where so he's reading all these things to learn of how to basically woo his wife again, to make her fall in love with him again. And so far, he is back at the house. He's about to move back into the house. And Tia is giving him 1 month to try and win her heart. And her sister told her, she's like, are you sure? And Tia's like, well, I doubt that anything's going to change. So now I'm like, yeah, I'm assuming it will probably change. I would like to see it change because I'm actually really enjoying this book. I don't know which one I like more, this one or Love Wager. They're both really good, but I am enjoying this one a lot. I didn't expect it at first. I was like, but I think my favorite part about these romance novels is they are so, like, right to the point. Like, I'm used to reading slower paced books. So this book, right off the get-go, like you meet Gavin right in his apartment, well, this hotel room where he's, like, getting drunk and stuff. And you're like, oh, wow. Like, it really sets the tone pretty quickly. I'm used to reading fantasy where it takes 200 pages just to get to the plot. This one doesn't. So it's different, and I am enjoying it. I didn't think I would be. I didn't know if I would like romance that much, but I actually am enjoying this one so far. And I'm going to try, and my goal is either to finish this today, which I have about 200 pages left, which I might, or just finish this tomorrow, which is Sunday. And obviously I'm reading romance for a week, so I gotta try and finish this before Sunday. That's gonna be the goal. I'm gonna try and finish this today. So I got a couple things, some errands to do. I gotta go do laundry and stuff, so I'll probably read this while I'm doing laundry, and so on and so forth. But anyways, let's go on this journey with me. All right, let's get into it. So this video part is Sunday, but I did finish this yesterday, and I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed it. I, at first, was like 200 pages into it, and I was like, all right, we're gonna read like 50 pages, watch an episode of whatever, But then I just kept reading it. It was such a page turner for me, and I was like, dang, this is really good. But I really liked it. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I don't really give books 5 stars a whole lot. You have to really like be there, be on that level for me. This is pretty solid, I would say, for my first time reading romance, both of these books, Love Wager and the Bromance Book Club. I think my only gripe about both of these, and maybe that's why they didn't get a 5 star, because like the ending where like, it could be me. I mean, you guys can say if it's me or not, that's fine. Whatever. This is just my experience of reading these books now. But I felt like when I was reading this, everything was going good. I always felt like the ending, the last like 20, 25 pages, both of the authors and both these books felt like they had to do the turning point of like making the story like, oh, are they going to break up now? Are they not going to be together? And then they get together at the end anyways. And I mean, it's fine. It's fine. But to me, I was like, why? I mean, I don't know. It got me like sucked out of it. Especially with, like this one. Like, I mean, maybe it's because I'm a guy. So it's like my point of view of it is like not the same. But like when Gavin and Tia were like, they finally got together. They finally had their night. They finally had their moment. She get told by her sister, go check his closet. And it's just full of romance novels. And at first, Gavin's like, you know, freaking out. And she's like, cool with it. And she's like, you read romance? And he's like, yeah. He just acts, you know, acts nonchalant. Which to me, personally, I'd probably do the same thing. I'd probably be like, yeah, I started reading romance. So? And then she like opened up and she could see like there was things underlined. And she got really upset because he was using lines from these books towards her. And I'm like, yeah, I guess I would be mad, but at the same time, it's like, wouldn't it like give you like effort? Be like, wow, you know, he put in a lot of effort and he's underlining these things to like actually want to put effort into being in this relationship. But like I said, this is me because I'm a dude, so maybe this is my view of it and not a woman's view. Let me know down below what how would that make you guys feel? Because like to me, that's just effort. You know, you gotta think this guy's putting a lot of effort to try to save his marriage and stuff. So like, he's desperate. So he's doing everything he can, and he's learning, oh man, maybe I should just try to read a romance novel and do what's happening in this. Maybe that's the key to learn how I love her and how I love myself. And that's another thing I really liked about this book. The book was really good because the characters are teaching you that you need to love yourself before you can love others. And I think that was a huge important thing in this book. And I did enjoy that. And it was good because both characters got to shine that. They both understood that. There was parts in this book when Gavin was talking about with his friends about what is going on. And a lot of them kept telling him the same exact thing. Like, you need to learn your flaws, your everything. You need to learn your everything before you need to know how to love her. You need to learn how to love yourself before you love her, which I thought was a really strong message. And so eventually Gavin does. And Gavin opens up to her and explains so much, becomes vulnerable to her, which is really important. I think a lot of dudes need to be vulnerable to their girl to show that they actually love and care. But I think it's really important. I think, and then of course, when he even said that to her at the end, I was like, ooh, because he did. I can't remember the line right now, but he's like, you need to know your truth or something like that. And he like laughed, and I was like, damn, that's pretty fire. Like that's pretty tough. Like I thought that was kind of tough of him saying that to her. So all in all, I really enjoyed that part. I did enjoy this book. I enjoyed both books really well. And I mean, my first time reading romance was a pretty good experience, I would say. Will I do it again? Maybe in a couple months. That's about it. Because I got a pile of other books I want to read. So it was nice reading these. Nice palate cleansers. Really get me in the mood to read other things too now. Which is good. That's what I wanted. But anyways, if you guys made it to the end of this video, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. And of course, tell me what is your favorite romance novel. Have you guys read the Bromance Book Club or Love Wager? If you have, let me know down below. And let me know if my opinion is kind of just dumb. That'd be kind of cool. And if you guys are interested, you can check out all my socials down below. Follow me on Instagram. Check out my books online. And, of course, I'll see you guys somewhere else on the internet. Have a good day.